Hey everybody, today we are doing some sample stitch outs using embroidery. This is to get my customers' approval on the artwork before we do the job, and I'm going to bring you guys with me, so stay tuned. So it is fairly simple to do a stitch out. I definitely recommend doing them, especially on harder or more difficult projects. But if you are digitizing things yourself or paying to get them digitized, if you get something stitched out, it gets you familiar with the design, and also you can send it to your customer a picture at least, and they'll have a better idea of what the final product will look like. For this project specifically, I'm doing a bunch of left chests. For the left chest, you already know I love my Mighty Hoops, the 5.5 by 5.5. This gives me about a stitch area of about 4¼ inches, and that's typically how big I go on left chests. So this hoop is perfect for getting the samples done, of course. For the stabilizer, I will be using my go-to stabilizer, which is Cutaway. I like to use the 3-ounce stabilizer, either 2.5 or 3 ounce, and I use 2 sheets of it. So this is what I'm going to be using as my base. I essentially just get this set down into the hoop, click it on very simply, and then I am good to go. I'm going to go ahead and pop this into the machine. I already have the design loaded. I'll show you guys that and then get the stitch out done. So this is what I'm working with the design. The reason I'm doing a stitch out, this is more for myself, is because of this design right here. It's a very small space and it has a bunch of colors and a little bit of shading in there as well. I want to make sure it comes out fine before I give it to the customer, and I'll send them a picture and I'm sure they'll appreciate it as well and give me the okay before I do the polos. For the settings, I am running my active feed at 7. I might drop this, but you guys already know I like to watch the chart here to see where the active feed sits and adjust it accordingly. Also, if I'm having thread breaks or anything like that, I can see what's going on with the tension itself. I have the color selected already. The speed, I'll probably just run it at 800. I'm not in a hurry. And for the hoop, obviously, I have selected the 5.5 by 5.5. The design itself is just under 8,000 stitches. It does have quite a few color changes, but it's not too bad. All in all, this is all ready to go. All I have to do now is get this put into the hoop, which I will do my best with one hand. Make sure it clicks in both sides. Get the hoop centered out. Make sure it's center. For flats, I like to pop this down all the way and then bring it up about 2 clicks. With that being said, we got the design ready, hoops in, and I'm ready to go. It's fairly simple. We got the design done, and I think that's pretty good. What I'm going to do, like I said, is take a picture and send that over to my customer to get his approval before I run all these polos here. So again, this is something very easy that you can do that adds value to your embroidery work. Whether you're including this with your digitizing fee, so you can digitize it and include a sample stitch out, or you just want to make sure or get the customer's approval prior to doing work, I think this is something very valuable. You may want to charge for it, you may not. It depends on what you're trying to do with it. But either way, getting a test stitch out, this is kind of a proof of concept, and I'm very happy with this. I'm going to send it over to my customer, see what he thinks about it, and if we're good to go, then we can go ahead and run this. And again, that's another project done. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys found it entertaining. At the very least, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.